What is up, SGL? And today we have two wonderful matches, starting with El Matador versus ECRC. Can we look at the what happened last week between these two? This is a rematch between two teams that played last week, and we had a really close game with EM Dallas Burn taking it over ECRC and looking the best they have looked all season. So this is going to be a really interesting one. We're going to see how does this change when it's all just car soccer. We're going to see, can Emerald City RC get a little bit of revenge? El Matador is looking really good right now. They might be a team that's showing they deserve a little bit of a higher spot on the table. I am not joined by anybody, but later tonight I will be joined by a Difo, one of my teammates, and a great commentator that we will have here in a little bit. But if we want to go and look at the standings for the SGL Premier, we have Emerald City RC sitting in that 4 spot. They could pull off a lot, but El Matador playing a great game last week, showing that they could climb too in a lower spot, but definitely looking around the same level. That 2 and 2 group is looking like there can be a lot of shifting among those teams. We do not have our teams in yet, so we are just sitting here until we can get these going. For stats, we have both teams 2 and 2, like we mentioned. Emerald City RC, higher in the standings, have been able to take more games in those 2 and 2. It's similar in goals. It's similar in shots. These are well-matched teams, but as you can see, El Matador actually doing better on shot percentage despite having lost a few more. Maybe it's about those moments that the goals are scored in. We have God. We have, I mean, ECRC with more assists at least. This is really hard. One person though. Uh, Let me get back to our stats. Goals versus El Matador, showing that defense might be an issue for them a little bit more than ECRC, but then again, this is a pretty small sample size, and so it's really a question as to what we're about to see, because we're only about a third of the way through the season. Things could switch around so quick. Oh, we're going to El Matador stats. We're just getting people in, and on a Matador, we have Indestructible, Luis, Total Toaster, and then we have a newbie, the Couve, who had an amazing game earlier. I believe it was, did he have 2 goals and an assist? I think he's platinum. He had 2 goals and an assist in SGL Premier. We had an interview with him. Great game from him. And I'll be looking forward to seeing some of him later on tonight. Moving on to ECRC, we have R7 RXCH. I don't know who that is, but Toad Death, Utopia, Spanky and Smashly, I do know. And they've been a great team so far. I've watched a lot of their matches, played with them a lot, and it seems to be that R7 RXCH. I don't know. Oh, that's Gojo. I was like, what? Yeah, no, Gojo's great. I don't know why I didn't know that was him, but yeah, Learning. I suppose I'm learning. Yeah. We are almost ready to go here. In El Matador versus ECRC. The Couve is calling me out for calling him a newbie. Damn, I mean you're new, right? I said I think you're gonna do great. I think that's a compliment, but okay. I'm crazy apparently. Oh, he's been around since season 3. I'm stupid. I do apologize. I do apologize. I'm figuring this stuff out. Uh okay. All right. Are we about to get in? We are starting to enter. As we go to game 1 of this week 5 game versus ECRC and El Matador. Here we go. Luis and Smashly clash. Take it off. Total Toaster up to the air. Simple hit over to the wall, and we have sort of things settling in already as we're playing a little bit of boom ball. But Luis is able to get it over to the center. Utopia just sort of floating that out. Not much boost though, can't do much with it unless he's able to get it across, but it looks like it's just an easy clear. And we're settling in. We're sort of wondering what we're gonna see here. Between two teams who have played each other recently, I think that is going to be something that they've thought about a lot, even though there are some really wacky game modes in Cup that may have changed things up, and I think we're going to want to see what it's like just all soccer here. As Smashly is going to put that center, Toad Death coming for it. Utopia can't finish it off, and it just sort of floats up there, Luis out to clear. So we're playing corner ball. Smashly trying to put that over. It's a little too hard. Doesn't exactly win the 50 cleanly. And Smashly taking a shot. Luis clearing, pushing through center. Utopia, nice clear off the wall. Gets it past. Total Toaster comes in to collect. Okay. And Luis on the break can't put it in. Can't get it to indestructible. Oh wait, that wasn't on the break. That was their goal. I don't worry. I do it in my own games too. Oh, it's Total Toadster. Just they leave the ball for him. Can't do anything about it. Just a nice, beautiful little tap off of the top crossbar and right to Toadster. So that's 1-0 El Matador. They're looking good. Indestructible is going to take this and just flick it over, but it just goes right over as Luis comes in to finish, but it's off target. Toad Death is just going to get that simple clear, and dangerous attack doesn't really come to much, and you wonder, is that going to bite them? But we have no way to know yet. It's game 1. As they're doing a pretty good job at defending here, El Matador at the very least. Nothing has looked all that dangerous yet from ECRC as they go in from the ceiling. Just sort of bumps up. Float Utopia can't quite get to it as Luis is pushing that up. It's halftime right now. It's sort of a back and forth. We're not seeing much. I mean, I think El Matador's had the best of the attacks, and they've came on top with that one goal. But that could change things. That is a really good pinch out there with some power. But Luis gets it past. Utopia can't stop it. And Total Toaster just a it's just a clear. You'd think, oh, Utopia's just a little bit off on that. And we have a great goal from Total Toadster there. There's just an overcommit, and he's able to get it past. Indestructible taking the kickoff. Smashly trying to do something with that. Utopia, but it's just not a heavy enough shot. And so we're just back and forth. And it seems like El Matador is getting the better of the breaks in this game one, as Toad Death is gonna... Oh, and we have a Difo.
Hello.
How is it going? Have you been watching so far?
I have not been watching. I was bringing stuff in from the car.
Okay. Well, we are here in game one. It is 2-0 El Matador against ECRC. We have a pretty back and forth game so far, but El Matador has had the better breaks out of this sort of back and forth that we've had, and I mean, there hasn't really been much that has been mounted by ECRC as of yet, and that's been sort of the story in this game one. There's 50 seconds left, though. You can do a lot with 50 seconds, especially if you're only down 2-0. But they have to start thinking about goals now. So we really need to see them mount a good attack here. Toad kind of doing the cherry picking thing there, trying to get up there, and they just can't advance the ball to him. Luis kind of going for something there. Ooh, trying to go for the double tap. Can't get it. Utopia, it's just a nice bump. And yeah, El Matador doing great at defending. Smashly can't quite get to it, and that's Luis's ball. And that might be in with Utopia just hitting it off the wall. We're down to 8, 7, 6. It's not looking likely for ECRC in this game one, as that seems like that's just going to lead it to the ground right there. And we have game one going to El Matador. Difo, your thoughts?
Well, that's a pretty surprising result, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, after last week with El Matador taking it against ECRC, there was the thought of what does this mean? Does this mean El Matador belongs a little higher? But they showed themselves to be pretty worthy in that game one. You have Total Toaster, unsurprisingly, at the top, having, I believe, both goals. So, yeah. ECRC, the problem not really being defense, it's really scoring. Because they did pretty good defense, so, you only allowed 2 goals. They couldn't get it past. They couldn't really put on the break, as we're going to game 2. El Matador up. Thank you for saving me from my one commentator prison, Adifo.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
Lola. You got the rally dog here now.
I'm hoping to see Kuv, and Kuv is in.
Who do we got on ECRC right
it's
now?
It's Kuv, Luis, and Indestructible on El Matador, and Toad Death, Smashly, and Utopia on ECRC. As the Kuv is going to take kickoff. I love a low elo legend. I am sort of one myself. and yes, my friend over here is also a low elo legend like me.
The best gold player on the planet.
Yeah, best gold on the planet, and I think Kuv might be the best plat on the planet, as Indestructible is gonna take this, and Smashly is just gonna sort of keep that safe. Utopia pushing it through. Luis kind of making it not dangerous anymore. Utopia with a good little tap off the roof, but nothing really doing there. Smashly just has to keep that safe. How are you feeling about the game so far?
It looks like ECRC is a little bit more on the front foot here.
Yeah, a little bit more than last game, but we're still sort of playing that back and forth that we were playing before. A lot
Yeah.
of this. Yeah. And both teams have been playing great defense so far. There's been a lot of good saves. Mostly just clearances early, which is exactly how you want to play defense.
Right.
It's Luis! Puts that in a dangerous spot, but it's just cleared. Yeah, we're seeing great defense here as Luis is he's once again just making things awkward, and we just see another clear. But he just keeps it that way. Keep it in, keep it awkward, keep putting it towards the corner, towards the center. And Kuv is going to make a nice little hit there, but it's just a little too hard.
Bring that back down into ECRC's end here.
Yeah.
It's a nice clear from Smashley. I think if they, get sitting higher up, sitting on the half line instead of sitting back in their net, they might start playing a little bit better.
Yeah. This is definitely better, I believe. I'm not sure if we were 2-0 yet in the first game, but we were definitely at least 1-0. And ECRC has managed to... Oh, it's off the ceiling, but just it's cleared by Toad Death. Beautiful save. He's just there at the right time. It's just good positioning, but it was a beautiful shot. Toad Death is going to push that up. Utopia is going to go for this. As he just pushes it wide off a nice little pass. And we're seeing a lot of that. As the Kuv goes for a shot, Smashley accidentally keeps that in. Toad Death is able to clear. Utopia back into their end. Utopia gets another hit. In an awkward spot. Smashley's going to go for the hit. That's a goal!
Smashley
Off
scores.
of the top of the air. Nice aerial. Just textbook stuff. Harder in practice than in theory, though. That's one of
Actually
those
made it look
ones
easy
where...
there.
Yeah, he did make it look easy.
Lola. Sorry, Lola's my dog. She wants attention.
As a technically challenged Rocket Leaguer, I do appreciate things like that. As Indestructible is going to try to start an attack here, Utopia able to just get a tiny little hit. He's just going to try to block the ball with his body here as he realizes that El Matador has a better chance of attacking there. And that's a really clutch demo. What are we going to see with this? But Utopia just in the
Great
right
clearance
position.
at the Toad.
Yeah.
Not quite.
But they're playing some demo ball over here. There's a latency variations out the wazoo. As Utopia he
From the
slots
half
it
line.
between two defenders. Slotting it between two defenders. Indestructible gets caught out. Luis out getting boost. Went for the milk, never came back.
Lola, stop, please.
All right.
She's the dog that thinks she's a cat.
ECRC looking a lot better here. Game 1 was looking a little rough from them, and we're just seeing their quality now.
They gotta. I think I said it the other day. They gotta bring the vengeance.
Yeah. This is a revenge game, and now they're playing like it. Maybe they were a little sleepy, I mean, if anything, El Matador has more of a reason to be sleepy as Smashley
Makes it 3-0.
Beautiful cross to himself, or hit off the wall to himself, gets the rebound. There's just nobody on El Matador back there to clear that. They're completely caught out there. There's like 3 ECRC players back there, all 3. As that's a nice little pop.
I guess we want to make it interesting, right?
Yeah, we had to make it interesting. That's the most awkward kickup I've seen in a while. And so here we go. 23 seconds left. El Matador could do something, but they have to go quick. Luis trying to play that quick. Indestructible Luis.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there!
Uh-oh.
Oh, and we
Oh,
could have
no.
some disaster in the next 15 seconds. We have no idea what's going to happen anymore. For a while, it looks like there's no way anything but an ECRC win happens in this game too. But now we're clutching. We're clutching our. I don't know the words.
Basically, they still have a chance.
Yeah, they have a chance here, but that demo is going to make it really hard for them to get it onto the right side. That slows things down tremendously as we have our final attack on the wall here from Luis. We're going to see what they can do for it here. It's down to 0, and that's going to knock it down to the ground, and we are going to have an ECRC win. We are tied at 1-1.
What a smart play on that demo. Otherwise, that was coming back into their end.
Yep, that demo was awesome. The Couve had the ability to put that right where they needed it, and he just gets killed. Smashley cleaning up in game 2. 2 goals, one save, no assists, but he was a bit of a menace here, and I do not know who got that demo. I do not.
It was Smashley, I believe.
Okay, that was a crucial demo because things were falling apart for ECRC. Do you think El Matador can take anything away from that little rally there, though?
I think it gives them a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
Especially after being down 3-0. It's always good to get a little bit of energy back.
Why is everybody leaving the match? Oh, it is subs. We might be having some technical difficulties here.
Server issues?
Oh, wait, no, everybody. I think just a lot of subs were made.
Oh, okay. And sometimes it gets all glitchy when you try to come back, too.
Yeah. All right, so we have on El Matador, Luis, Indestructible, and Total Toaster. And then on Emerald City RC, Toad Death, Spankley, and Smashley. The Smashley was great. Last game, we're going to see, does that transfer over this game? Okay, we kick off.
I think it might.
El Matador starting with an attack. Getting it center, but no one there for them. Luis able to push that into ECRC's end. Toad Death making an attack right there possible, but Luis is able to sort of dribble that out. And we're back into back and forth. Oh, but Smashley! Oh, Toad Death! I thought it was Smashley. Oh wait, Smashley didn't get a touch. It's a great shot off the wall. Oh, they have similar cards. It's a great touch off the wall, and he knocks away his greatest opposition there in the right position for the save. And so we are at 1-0 ECRC. They're picking up where they left off.
I think ECRC just needed to wake up a little bit.
Yeah, they roll as Luis catches them sleeping. Commentator's curse once again.
I guess they're not awake yet.
Yeah, he caught them napping. No one was expecting that shot. Indestructible, gonna come over here, start this. Toad Death.
I mean,
kind of just 50s. Total Toaster pushing up.
There was also another great demo to set up that shot.
Demos here, as you say that, Luis. Going for a good attack, but he gets demoed before he can really do anything. It seems to be a strategy that both teams are really picking up a lot in this game. As Luis goes in, and Smashley can't stop it, he ends up hitting it right in. And we have an El Matador lead again.
don't know if Smashley even got a touch on that.
I believe he did.
Oh, he did, yeah.
As Smashley is the one to take our kickoff, and Spanky is going to put this into the corner, try to get across, can't get that hit. So it's back to El Matador to do something here. They have the attack here. Smashley not able to stop it. He puts that center total toaster going up! Beautiful save by Spanky. Luis keeping it in, Smashley off the wall. Toad Death gets that clearance that we all want, where it actually goes out, and then they just go again. They have some sustained pressure here in all these games that is working really well for them. Spanky gonna hit that just sort of down weirdly in an awkward place. Luis gonna flick it in the air, just barely above the bar. And I mean, ECRC is under siege.
They're getting it out here. Going down in the blue
They did get it out finally. And Spanky's going for that! Indestructible in the right place. Total Toaster also in the right place. Hit it to 2 El Matador defenders.
Cross in there.
But Spanky gonna put this in on an awkward spot in the corner, but Luis just able to easily put it out. Right there. Toad Death gonna give this a nice little bump, but there's nobody there because of a demo.
He's looking for the third and he wasn't home.
Spanky crosses to the other side, switching fields. Smashley kind of hesitates there, indestructible. Smashley not able to do anything with that. Luis is going to try to push it up as Spanky puts it into the corner, centers it. Toad Death can't really get it over to the left as much as he would want to. Total Toadster, the other Toad over here. Putting it in. Toad Death gonna push it up again. Luis able to stop that from being anything too dangerous. And that's a beautiful little cross and Smashley.
There we go, and it's high.
Smashley cleans up. Toad Death has a really nice cross there.
You think they coordinated outfits for this game?
I think they might have. I believe they might have. They all look, well, except for Spanky, so I guess it's really not coordinated outfits. It's just 2 people matching. Indestructible nearly gets the lead for El Matador again as Toad Death able to just clear that out and start their own attack. Can't get it past Total Toadster. We have 2 Toads vying for control.
Smashley's back.
Smashley's back. He just sort of stops that in its tracks. It's going to harmlessly go above the bar. Toad Death just pushing it out a little further. And we're back and forth again. Spanky pushing it back out.
What a save.
This has been a beautiful back and forth game.
The center fielder's going back there.
Yeah.
He's on the warning
you
track.
You do have a lot of really defensive play going on right here with Toad Death just sort of sitting there like, if I attack, they might get past me. There's this feeling of like both teams are very much respecting each other's ability, and they're rotating quite well. This is a great game to watch so far.
Nobody wants to get caught on the counter.
Nope. And nobody wants to concede. That's the real thing. It's just, yeah. I mean, you got to score more goals than your opponent. It's that easy. We are heading into the end, and we are going to overtime! Nearly didn't!
Saved by the buzzer.
But he's not able to keep it enough in the air to pound it in. And so we are headed to overtime as Toad Death is putting together a beautiful attack here. Smashley's going center. Toad Death, they just get in good position on El Matador. And it's a little high, as you said. Spanky just taking that off of the corner, putting it center for his boys. Smashley, beautiful shot!
Oh my goodness!
It's in!
The best goalie in the game.
But it can't go all the way!
Oh my, what a heartbreaker. What a heartbreaker.
That is a heartbreaker for sure. Smashley nearly able to do something with it too. And we have El Matador taking game 2 in the closest of games.
That was literally a quarter of a ball away from being a goal.
Yep. And I mean, that's
don't know if
got to
it
be
gets
demoralizing. That's got to be demoralizing if you're ECRC. So here's my question. Game 5. You think we're going to it?
I think we're going to game 5.
I think we're going to it, and I hope we're going to it. I want a game 5.
I think ECRC is going to be like Goldfish today.
Yeah, be like Goldfish. Forget your troubles. It's all good, man. So we are... I wonder if we're going to have some substitutions here. You think the Couv's coming in? I just really enjoyed commentating that game he was in, so I'm excited to see him now because it was just a fun time. The Couve.
The Couve is in the match.
I have been lower than platinum most of my time in Rocket League. Okay, it fills me with joy to see somebody. Same with you. Fills me with joy to see somebody of a lower rank do well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I was silver for a lot of my time. I was gold for a lot of my time, you know? I've been playing for 10 years.
I have a Season 1 bronze crown. Oh, what a double tap!
Just not able to get it in, but it was a beautiful double tap. And that's a little demoralizing when you put something together that great, and it just comes to nothing. But I don't think they will get demoralized. I think we're going to a beautiful game here, and I don't think they're going to let anything get to them. Luis is going to run this up the wall. Nice demo. Leads to Indestructible having an open net.
I'm not sure what the thought was behind this.
Yeah.
Running it back that way. But
Luis's demo was very important, though.
Yeah.
I still think that gets saved without it. Well, we are starting game 3 with El Matador up, or game 4. Yeah, with El Matador up. I can't count apparently. Teach math to kids, but I can't count. Spanky.
You might need to
try to take that. Spanky trying to push it further up, but it's looking like it's going to be an attack for.
There we go. Oh
El
no.
Matador. Toad Death pushing that in. It's just. They're not able to do much with it.
There we go. Spanky pushing it forward there.
Luis is able to get it over them, though. I don't know what he's doing on the wall there, but Luis just keeping it in. They're doing such a good job at that sustained pressure. And they're past! No, Death!
Oh, no.
Indestructible. Smash going at it again! Oh, Indestructible just gets the lightest of taps. And it's another attack for
They're not back yet.
Oh, it was another attack for EM Dallas. Now we have Indestructible having to figure out what to do with this. Smashley able to get it center, but Toad Death is not soon enough.
Luis clearing it out.
Push it out. And Spanky pushing it further up.
Oh, missed it. Toad Death getting it in there. Nobody's home, though, to follow up.
Yeah, nobody home, and they just have to reset. If they're even able to keep it, even if they're able to keep it in, Smashley's got to do something to keep that in. That might be beyond them. Toad Death gonna come and clear it out and make things calm again. Luis just trying to find something to get over them, because it is just a 1-0 game, and we might have a good attack here. But Luis able to just put it where there are no ECRC players. And they're just, it's great defense from both sides, but like with one team up, that looks like they're doing a better job of creating sustained pressure. I don't know. Yeah.
We're coming into the second half of the game now.
Yeah. And so that 1-0
Oh no, that's
Win.
dangerous.
Oh, Spanky has a great clear there. That 1-0 scoreline becomes a bigger and bigger deal every second here. Luis is just going to try to do nothing with that because it's a good ball with nothing done, but Toadeth able to push it out, and Luis is going to try to go and control it because this is a little dangerous. Gets it past, though. And so here we are again. Spanky has to clear. I don't know if he can control that. He does control it. That's looking a little dangerous for ECRC there, actually. Spanky able to get it over center. But just nobody there for where
bring it back in.
Yeah.
Oh. They're sitting tight on the goal line.
Able to float that up there, but just a little bit too far, and he can't get that second hit. Toadeth sort of on crossbar. Not much going here, but there's still a minute left. This is match point. It really doesn't feel like match point. This game feels like it should go on forever. Smashley able to
50 seconds left.
Yeah, Smashley able to take the venom out of that, but they're not creating a sustained attack here. They're still getting attacked on. Toadeth able to
Toadeth just walks it in.
What a dribble. Oh my god. That's like when you're playing FIFA and you're trying to walk the ball in.
A beautiful demo to clear the way.
That's not even a shot. That's just like you dribbled it all the way in. So we have a tied game. We could be going to overtime again. We have no idea. We're back
on the attack.
Not knowing. That's a beautiful shot from Coov!
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful pass from the air. Beautiful shot on the ground. Coov makes this 2-1.
I think they practiced that.
That did look rehearsed. As ECRC is going to have to make something happen here. They have 35 seconds to score a goal, or it is over. 30 seconds, very doable, but they have to make something work. As, we have El Matador attacking right now. That's not a good sign. They need to start pushing this up.
El Matador is keeping them pinned, though.
Not able
they don't want them to attack.
Yeah, they're turning this into sort of back and forth, and they can't do back and forth right now as they need to attack hard. It needs to be fast.
Here it is.
We might see a keep it up situation here. Luis not doing the honorable thing. He just knocks it down. And that's that. That is our game between El Matador and ECRC. ECRC making a lot closer than the 3-1 scoreline, huh?
It was a lot closer. It was only 2-1 that game. Oh, you mean
the overall, yeah.
Yeah, the overall. I mean, the last game went to overtime. This game almost went to overtime.
Yeah, I mean, we had two games that absolutely could have went the other way. And, I mean, that's what the entire match hinges on. But El Matador, they are proving that they belong higher and higher on those rankings, don't they?
One could definitely argue that for sure.
I think ECRC, great team. Maze, if we can look at our table after that, if I don't know if it's updated yet.
It looks like we're getting ready to jump into
look at,
the next
match. We're ready to jump into the next match. I don't think we are. That says El Matador, Emerald City RC. So here we have our table. I'm not sure if this is the updated table. It's not, but you would have El Matador 3-2. They would pick up 3 points. Oh, that's our update. We don't have to do the math. Okay, El Matador jumps up to third. That is some nice jumps. Of course, we have some teams who haven't played yet. KC Cauldron about to play, so we could see them jump too. EM Dallas Burn about to play. They don't actually have the ability to jump above El Matador, though, so yeah.
So Cinco Doce should be ahead of El Matador because they went
Yeah,
head-to-head.
yeah, true. But that's splitting hairs. We have so many games left to play, but we do see El Matador make some gains with that, and ECRC sort of stay where they are, if not a little lower. But it was a great game. They do pick up a point, and that could keep them above if Casey Cauldron isn't able to get anything here. But
What up? What up?
I mean, you pulled together a great win. How you feeling?
Oh, it feels great to go back to back on ECRC. Lots of history with the club and with that team throughout the year, so it's always great to play against them and especially to get a win.
Walk us through the match there.
Well, so we started off hot with a 1-0 result, with a 1-0 lead in the series. We then went up. We went down 1-1 on that second game. The third game, we had a really good, like, dominating performance, in my opinion. And that fourth game where we won it, it was just one of those games where, we're just sitting there, we're vibing, we're having great times. I think Luis clipped it, the goal that I scored for us to win. And the scenes in the group chat, because we had us and Dallas Burn all just chatting, and the comms in that chat were ecstatic. It was amazing. So, just honestly, our method isn't really tactics in the game. It's more just good vibes and having fun.
Ooh. So, Coop, you're what? Remind me, what rank are you?
I am a plat.
Yeah, you are one of the sort of low elo legends in SGL, and you hang with them like really well. And I wanted to know if you talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, what's your secrets?
Yeah, it's kind of just like I've said from last week's interview with the cup and everything. I've played with Luis and Caesar, and kind of just played off on how they play, and then just playing in the. We used to do a lot of scrims back in the day, just private lobbies where it'd be like Maz, Debit, me, Palace, Fire, Pulsa, Serrano. We'd all get together and just they're champs, GCs, diamonds, like just playing against higher level players when I was a gold when I first joined this league. And part of the reason I'm so low and ranked, my elo and my rank solo is because I just don't play ranked. I think I went 2 or 3 seasons without playing because I was up in the diamond area and then I just dropped the game. So it's one of those things where it's like on my stat sheet last season, I think it said I was gold, and season before that said I was gold. This year it's now plat, but it's just consistency. I mean, I can take a break or two, like from playing the game. It could be a couple weeks, maybe even a month or two at a time, and come back and be able to play with my teammates. Just because I'm able to read the game. It's just my ability on driving the car in the game is not the greatest. And I credit that to just my vision and being able to see like where other people are going, they're driving, how they play the game. We know ECRC likes to sit in the net and have the game come to them and hit on the counter, or just hit long lobs and try to go in the air. Toad likes to demo, which he demoed me quite a few times because he knows I'm just chaos, honestly. So
You're the chaos gremlin.
Pretty much. It's just one of those things where we play that to my advantage, where I would just sit back and kind of bait him into coming out of position where he can't play on the ball. And I have my 2 best people at literally driving the car to the whole point of the game to actually be able to play the ball and taking their best player out of the game. In my opinion, I think Toad's the best player on that team. So taking him out of the equation was definitely a strat I was using. And then also on Luis's goal, and I think the last game, if you watch the replay, I'm literally chasing Smashly away, like thinking I'm gonna demo him is what he's thinking. And it literally just cleared the lane up for Gnostic to get an easy goal. So it's just one of those things where we know how they play, just from seeing them play for so long, and we know what their tendencies are and where they make the most mistakes. So if we could just exploit those, it's just an easy. I don't say easy; they're a great team, but it makes it a lot easier for sure.
Right. All those games were pretty close, but
Mhm.
you guys ended up victorious. So, how does that feel?
Oh, it feels great, man. Like I said, there's history between these teams. Just every game, every series we played since they joined and since we joined the league, it's been cinema. Let's just say that the debit cinema meme is literally how you explain it. We haven't been on the winning side all the time. They haven't either. And it's fun. It's fun little rivalry that we have. And it's always just one of those things where they just poke fun and back and forth at each other and just have fun with it. And that's what's great about this league is you can create your own little rivalries that might not necessarily match up even in real life. Even though I know Seattle fans probably don't see it as a rivalry with Dallas, but we definitely see it as a rivalry with y'all because we always seem to match y'all in playoffs and get smacked. So we see it as we don't like Seattle in MLS. So kind of translates to this with it being supporters group, league and everything, and for fans and stuff. So it all just all in all, just it's really fun to play a team that has a little bit of history and can get a little more excitement out of it than like a normal match. So.
For sure. Do you got anything else, Drea?
No, I think we're good. Do you have
You got
anybody to
any?
shout out?
I want to shout out Smashly because that's my dog. It's actually nice to see him play tonight. Um, since I didn't get to see him in the cup games last week, because if he was definitely playing, it would have been a 2v2 of like Luis and me versus Toad and him. That would have been legendary. That would have been like the history on the line, fun game. And then shout out Toad Death for demoing me and being a menace because it was starting to piss me off. But and it was actually working because I know he loves to do that to actually annoy me a little bit and play the game. So again, just fun little jabs at each other and stuff. And then shout out my team. My team was just amazing. I'm a very small piece to that madness and to that game plan that we have. So and then obviously I'll always say it with every interview, shout out y'all for running streams and for being able to commentate and everything. I know it's not easy. I know y'all are new as well. So it's one of those things where it's like you're jumping in head first, and we appreciate that a lot. Um, I know how like stressful it can be commentating for other leagues and stuff like that. So we appreciate y'all. Obviously, Maz muted running the streams in the background and everything too. The admin team, just whenever people can step up, we appreciate all y'all. And it's just fun to play in a league like this where it gets streamed on Twitch, and it's not we played for money or prize, but just for bragging rights and for glory. So it's very fun. I appreciate y'all for throwing it on and everything.
All right,
Thank
it's
you.
good having you on.
I appreciate y'all. You have a good one.
It was a good interview.